UFC 285 press conference reaction show starts now. That's right. From the Dying Channel Studios of Arizona, baby, we are in the business. How you doing? Welcome to the show. My name is Mystic Moss, Chris Moss, king of the MMA-Holes, king of the Dragons. Good to see everyone tonight on the show. UFC 285, Jon Jones, Dragons, Valentina Grasso is hidden behind me. We're going to be listening to the press conference. We're going to be having a little bit of fun, hanging with the boys. Staying wonderful.
Wonderful.
And it's good to see everyone in the chat tonight. How's everyone doing? Hope all is well. All right. So if you're not familiar to the program, we do our shows over in here. We'll listen to the press conference. We'll give our reaction. There are a lot of people in this press conference. You got the Bo Nickals. You got the co-main. You got the main event. You got pretty much everyone on the main card. You got Shavkat Rakhmonov. So let's react, baby. How's everyone doing? As a fan, you can't miss this card. And the good old presser. Yeah, I mean, let's listen to it, man. Let's find out what Johnny Bones has to say. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of happy stuff. He's been on a happy happiness quest on his comeback, and he seems to be in pretty good spirits. Some people are criticizing the shape that Jon is in. He's looking a little thick, but he's, at heavyweight. I mean, I don't know. Look at Taito Iwaza. Look at Derek Lewis. Look at Daniel Cormier, the former champion. I mean, guys are thick. Ciryl Gane is in very good shape. And Jon Jones got the dad bod going. But he says he's ready. He says he's got the cardio. He is the GOAT. And we will see if he's ready to rock. What's happening, Lou Dog? How you doing, man? Ronnie says, wonderful. Smash that like. Wonderful. That's right. Hit that like button. Hit it up, baby. All right, so it says there's 12 seconds until the press conference gets going. We'll see if it gets underway on time. There's really not much I'm looking for in this press conference. Of course, I'm going to try to take whatever information I can and see if I could put it towards my picks. But I don't think there's really going to be crazy trash talk. I don't know. I'm not expecting much from this. I think it's going to be kind of lame. But you do have the return of Jon Jones. Hopefully Luke Thomas is there to ask him a question. Welcome, homie. Let's see. Well, it's almost wait. While I am the most hated on here, I still have a heart, except those that blocked me. I'll enjoy reading their who Opulence MTB. So what's going on? You having problems with people in the chat? What's going on? Is there a little drama? I hope the rough questions get asked. I mean, the problem is when you ask Jon the rough questions, he either dismisses, he just ignores. He's not playing that game, I'm curious if Dana White's going to be in attendance. I don't know. It seems like John Addict's been taking over that spot. But, yeah, I think, I think Jones is going to avoid a lot of the stuff. And how about Jordan Levitt coming on the show last night? And he kind of threw a couple of zingers in Jon's way over there. So that was pretty fun. Listening to Jordan, but Jordan also did say that he is the GOAT. What time does it start? It should be starting any second now. It says live in 60 seconds. Live in 60 seconds. Jon trying hard to stay in good guy mode. Yeah, I caught up on some of the embeddeds. Like I've said before, I think Jon is a good friend. I think like if you're just like Jon's boy, I think he's a cool dude. He seems like he's all right. But, he got arrested 6 times. That did happen. People make mistakes. He got arrested 6 times. There was domestic violence. There was the hit and run. There was a whole bunch of stuff over there. So that's why a lot of people are hard on Jon. And he deserves it. I mean, there's really nothing you can say about it. He does deserve it. But like I said, I do know people that love the guy. So I'm I don't know Jon personally. Jon has, made 2 appearances on this program, but it was quick and brief. And, I'm excited to see him come back as just a fan of the sport, watching people compete. I'm excited to see him come back. He is running around saying that everything's wiped away. He didn't technically cheat, but the rule set when he was competing, and the microdosing, the picograms, whatever the hell that was, he still technically was doing things that were against the rules. Now, understand they changed the rules, but if it was illegal then, you couldn't do it. You're still considered a cheater. So it's a weird narrative that he has, but I get what he's doing. I still consider him the GOAT. Like, there were a lot of people on the roids, the juice, the sauce that probably weren't even caught. So I don't really care too much about that. That doesn't really bother me, but it is weird. You know, I feel like if you're going to navigate around the domestic violence and all the other, the 6 arrests, and then you're going to zone in on, well, I'm innocent, you know, like with the picograms, like I just feel like just avoid it all then, you know? Don't just pick one and say, well, this is good, you know? Just avoid it all and just say, hey, man, I'm a new man. We're about to get the dub. We're going to try to get this win. You know, that's what I would do if I was Bones, but you know, he's choosing a different path. And he's also using the religious angle, which he's used before, he's leaning very heavy on that religious angle. I'm sure we're going to hear this, oh, glory to God, and we're probably going to hear that a lot tonight. The Conan main event would be way more of an upset, says Preston. I mean, if Grasso wins, dude, that's like shocking to me. People act differently. Oh, lost you. Alone behind closed doors, Jon shows his true colors in destructive ways, says Keegan. Yeah, I mean, he's clearly made the wrong decisions in life. There's no way around that. I mean, I'm sure his friends would agree. Don't judge me on my arrest records, please. I've changed my ways, says Sober Carl. Have you been arrested 6 times? Are you in line with Jon Jones? They better ask Gane about his hand. Yeah, there is that thing running around. I've been seeing it out there. I did hear that Ciryl Gane had a pre-existing injury and he had surgery on his hand. So I don't know if these images are recent or if they're from back in the day. So I will keep an eye out to see if there's a swollen hand. But there are claims that both guys have injuries going into this fight. And there is evidence of Ciryl Gane. I mean, there are pictures of Gane's hand. So I don't know if that's before or after or it's now. What's going on? You never know what that's what they said about Pena. We talking about Luis Pena. I actually reached out to him to come on the show. I mean, we follow each other on Instagram, but I don't know. He just kind of ghosted us there. I had some questions for him. Door-to-door church ladies are mobilizing in my parking lot. I'm in a race to finish my cigarette before they can. Oh boy, trouble. I got this. I'm hoping that this press conference gets rid of this migraine that I've had the whole day. I can't get rid of this thing. Anyone else deal with migraines? I've been getting them a lot lately, and it is just brutal.
Super chat.
Brandon Morse, how you doing? Thanks, bud.
Got a 60-piece on No Love this weekend.
Oof.
Fire.
A 60-piece on No Love. You know what? Yeah, Cody's going to be on the dais. And first off, let's give you your respect that you deserve, because you are now the press conference top fucking dog. So shout out to you, my man. Shout out to you. Yeah. Rizza Khan says his brain cancer. You know, I always joke around, like every time, like I'll say, like, I got an ailment, and someone says like the worst possible thing they could think of. Could you imagine if it was that? And then like you're like, whoops. Could you imagine? That's why I don't like to say things like that, because God forbid you're right. Anyway, Cody Garbrandt was talking to the media about his split and his divorce before his last fight and his mental health and all this stuff. So Cody, he's been going through some shit. I didn't know he got a divorce with breast implants. I had no idea. Had no clue. But yeah, apparently they went through a split, and now he says he has a clear head. He's in a better mindset. I tell you what, I would not bet on Cody. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going to pick him. I might, but I don't know if I'm going to gamble on the guy. The guy still seems like he's got some demons. He still looks depressed in, everything that's been going on in his personal life. They have a kid. They split, this whole thing. So if I see Cody will get knocked out. If Cody gets, I would not be surprised. I have a feeling this guy is, I think it's it. Even though he's only 31 years old, and I know his opponent's like on a 4-fight skid, I don't know if I bet on that. I think that's one you steer clear. Even the main event, I would steer clear from. I gave my reasons with that too, with gambling. I mean, if you're going to bet on the Jon Jones fight off a long layoff, new weight class, like you're literally just taking a straight up gamble. It's not, there's nothing involved in it. Now, I am leaning towards Jones. I'm going to pick Jones in my predictions, most likely, unless I see something different. But Gane being the underdog, it's juicy, man. It's juicy. So I don't know. It's just too much. There's too many what ifs in that bet for the main event. There's too many what ifs with the Cody thing. So I'm steering clear from both of those things. Looks like the press conference is about to get started over here. We got Chubbs donation. Hello, Chubbs.
Fuck Jon Jones. Although I do enjoy the petty phoniness, the fake smile, and the way he goes around like the Antichrist, making everyone celebrate him.
Yeah, I do too. I don't hate it, man. Like, the things that I criticize Jon of, I don't hate. You know, I don't. I'm kind of with you on that. That's what makes it fun, dude. No, man. I'm telling. If you're betting just to straight gamble, I mean, unless you have a lot of money, then go for it. But, you know, if you're a normal, average Joe, blue-collar worker, and you're trying to make a couple of bucks, and you're just straight up gambling on sports just to gamble, I don't know. I like to go into a bet saying, oh, okay, I got a good vibe about this. This feels good. You know, there's a lot of things that lead me in this direction, and I feel confident about my prediction. You know, nothing's guaranteed, but, you know, but fights where guys are on a 3-year layoff, going up a weight class, dude, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane to bet on something like that. And Cody Garbrandt, with mental health, going through a divorce, losing his kid, you don't know what Cody's going to show up. You have no idea. You know? Jake Paul versus the winner.
Let's go, champ.
I mean, that's the best advice I could give. Brooks, thank you for being a member, a double champ, man. Appreciate that. Listen, a lot of shows, prediction shows, betting shows, you know, they're going to finagle a way to say, bet on this guy. I got a good feeling on this. But, man, I don't know. I feel like being honest is better. There are bets we can find on this card that make more sense. And just because it's the main event doesn't mean, oh, I have to bet on this now, you know? But who knows? I mean, maybe we'll watch this press conference. We'll get some information. Maybe at the weigh-ins, we'll get some information. We're like, oh, okay. I mean, this is an easy bet. Maybe. So I say if you're going to bet, hold strong, wait, very last second, and see if something pops up what gives you a good vibe. But right now, I don't have it. Felony March 4th. I just saw that before I went live on our Discord. I saw Real Gamer put it in there. He's fighting again. Let's go, Felony. Let's get back in that win column. I haven't spoken to Felony in a minute, but I love him, man. Charles Bennett's the best. How you doing, MKD for life? How's it going, bud? We are just about to start the press conference. Hit the like button. We're going to play the audio. We're going to give you our opinion. We're going to break it down, baby. Break it down. Bro, proud of Las Vegas update. Ray got his vape pen confiscated at the art museum. Then I beat him up at Papa Shot basketball 36-4. Oh, my God. I hope you guys are having fun over there. That's great. Make sure you bring home some content. I want to see some stuff from that trip. Have you seen Gane's right hand that broke? Yeah, so we were speaking about that early when we just started. I'm going to keep an eyeball on his hand. Some people were saying he had a surgery on already. I don't know. Did he have surgery on his hand? I don't know. The pics of Jones' body at heavyweight, it looks like he's got a belly. Definitely not not as cut as he used to be. Yeah. Well, he's saying this is by design. Like, he just wanted to bulk up and get strong, and he wanted to work on his cardio, his endurance. And it is weird when you see a guy in that shape and he says that he has the cardio and the endurance. It is weird when you see a guy who just looks out of shape. But think about how many fat dudes at heavyweight. There are guys out there that are bizarrely durable, you know, with a little extra pounds on them. So I don't know. I don't know if I could just judge it by the physique. But then again, I was wrong about Nick Diaz when he came in that physique and fought like terrible. So I don't know. Maybe it is a thing. Maybe it is. There's too many unknowns with Jon Jones. One of the reasons that make me so excited about this card that's going down on Saturday is the unknowns. And it's the reason why I'm paying. If you want to pay for the card, ESPN Plus, we have a link in the live chat. If you're going to buy it, use our link. It helps us out tremendously. And as the boys get to hit the dais, I'm going to shout out our sponsors, and then we're going to play the audio when they start yapping away. CBDX.com. The promo code is MMA-Holes for 20% off. The best in THC. If you want to get high, go to CBDX.com. Use our promo code MMA-Holes and get 20% off. Bo Nickal is hitting the stage right now. And if you want to place a bet on Bo Nickal, use mybookie.ag. The promo code is MMA-Holes for a 100% match on your first deposit. Mybookie.ag is the website. 100% match on your first deposit. Promo code MMA-Holes. I have been raving about sheath underwear. I got it on right now. I love it. It's comfortable. It is durable. You could wash it a gazillion times and it still holds up. No holes in my underwears. I got that pouch in the front that I can slide my junk in there. Love sheath underwear. And if you want to love your bottom as well, use our promo code MMA-Holes for 20% off sheath. Head Rush, by the way, I just saw XMMA has an event in April. Head Rush is the sponsor of XMMA. They support the fighters, and they just so happen to have amazing clothing. It really is really cool clothing over there, from the hats to the shirts to the hoodies to the pants to the shorts to the swim trunks. Everything that you need is at Head Rush. You look cool wearing it, and check it out. There's a link in the description. Promo code MMA-Holes for 20% off. Okay, baby. You guys ready? You guys ready? As I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. You guys ready? Let's go. Geoff Neal has hit the dais when the audio... And by the way, Dana White is there. He's there for this event. Interesting. Very, very interesting. The big boss man, Dana White's in the building.
Super chat.
Prospector Rob becoming the top Fukin dough.
Keep up the great work. Everyone in the chat is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Prospector, you know what? With that $5 donation, I truly appreciate it. And because you have that $5 in there, it's more money than $1.99. You have just become the top Fukin dog, baby. Thank you for your support, my man. In the lights. Who's going to be the top dog of the stream and support the show? Appreciate it. By the way, the Rangers are playing. And tonight is Patrick Kane's debut. The Rangers are up 1-0 on Ottawa. I got the game on the side over here. Eyeballs peeking at it, seeing what Patrick Kane has to do. Valentina Shevchenko has hit the stage. And now we are waiting for Jon Jones and Ciryl Gane. When they start talking, I will play the audio, and we will tell you exactly what's going on here. Will there be any heat between any of these people? Maybe Geoff Neal with Shavkat, but then Shavkat doesn't really speak English. All right, here's Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane's like the happiest guy in the world. Like, he's always smiling. He's always in a good mood. He's on embedded. He's playing his FIFA, just chilling, having a good time. People in the crowd are loving it. They're up on their feet, screaming and yelling, hooting and hollering. And here comes Jon Jones. Let me see.
Long years since the man
Fuck, man. Hold on a second here. I want to hear the crowd.
proved his dominance.
Okay. Everyone's on their feet.
Back.
All right, Jon Jones. Light
heavyweight.
All right, there. Okay, all right. We got to wait. There's music playing. Can't play that. All right, so Jon Jones strutting out there with his thick body. The crowd on their feet. They are taking the pictures and video. And Jon looking serious. They're cheering. They're cheering for Bones, the bad guy, taking the seat.
What's up, everybody?
Here we go.
Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it.
Let's go. Wow. They're fired up. Jon is, no matter what, the crowd is always fired up for Jon, even if it's off a bender.
Before we get started, let me just announce something real quick. International Fight Week is coming back to Las Vegas July 3rd through the 9th. Tickets go on sale tomorrow for the 2-day fan experience, and you can get them on AXS.com. Who's got the first question?
Okay, here we go.
Start with Jon Jones, please.
You're
Jon, I don't know that we've seen many reactions like this at a press conference, so can I just ask kind of what you're feeling right now, and is there anything you want to say to this crowd?
What's going on, Las Vegas?
Some boos.
I love you guys too.
Some boos.
I love you guys too. I'm just honored. I'm honored. I'm grateful to be back. Thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for having me back in this position.
No comment.
And yeah, it's fight week. 3 hard years of dedication and focus, and I'm back, and I'm just so grateful. That's it.
Oh,
And Jon, we know how meticulously you like to study your opponents, right? Like every aspect of them. So I'm just curious what you've observed or what you've learned
Jon.
about Ciryl this fight week, whether it be through interviews or just kind of being around him. Like, what have you observed this week?
Ciryl seems like a nice guy. Seems like he's a great fighter. Great footwork, great striking, ambidextrous in his stances, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. I respect Ciryl. He seems like a stand-up young man, and it's going to be a great fight on Saturday night.
he respects Ciryl. Baby Jon.
Jon, just one last one for you real quick. I mean, you said, hey, you're fighting to be the greatest of all time, but I know you've also said, hey, I believe I've already done enough to be the greatest of all time. So do you feel in this fight, as you're moving up, that your legacy is on the line at all as the greatest of all time, or is that already secure by what you've accomplished before?
What do you guys think? You guys think I'm the greatest of all time, or what? Yeah. I appreciate it.
Crowd's
I
loving
appreciate
it.
the love. Yo, you guys are rowdy. I love it. I love the energy. Keep it coming. I love the energy. I feel like God has blessed me with a great talent, and it's my job. I owe it to greatness to get out here and put it all on the line, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
All right, so every time Jon Jones brings up God, we need to scream in the chat, and maybe we'll make this a drinking game as well. So far, there's 2 God references from the newborn Jon Jones over here. So every time Jon brings up God, Jesus, or whatever, let's make this a drinking game. Let's drink the blood of Christ and slam one back for it. What did we say, chat? What did we say? Right? You guys in? And if you're not of age, or you don't like to drink the alcohol, then don't do that. You could sip some water, or you could punch yourself in the face. I don't know, whatever you'd like to do. But we're 2 in, so have 2 shots.
I feel like I really don't have anything to prove. But at the same time, I just want to be someone that people look up to in the future, and people see that you can just keep going. That success is not a coincidence, but it's something that's earned day in and day out. And I feel like I put in the work. I feel like I deserve a great victory, and that's exactly what I'm going to have, a great victory.
Okay, I got to say this. It does look like Jon Jones is ready. He looks very ready. When I was watching the embeddeds, his confidence is oozing. He seems like he's surrounding himself with the right people. He's got his head screwed on straight. I am very excited to see this version of Jon Jones fight. Very, very excited.
And then just for Ciryl, if I could. Ciryl, yesterday Jon said...
Oh, boy. Let's see what Ciryl has to say.
He's
We're here.
okay. He's okay. He's okay.
It's okay.
Ciryl, yesterday, Jon said that above all else, he knows that he won't lose to you because you got outworked by Francis Ngannou, and he just can't see himself losing to somebody that got outworked by Francis Ngannou. How do you respond to that?
How do you respond, Ciryl?
Yeah. Yes, I did a lot of mistake against Francis on the wrestling game because I expected more about him striking game. So I was not focused on the wrestling game. So he surprised me. He did well, very well. And you see, he's a really strong guy. So yes, I did a mistake. Tomorrow is going to be against Jon Jones. Everybody knows the level of the wrestling game of Jon Jones. But I'm focused about that. I'm focused on it. So we work on it, and we're going to be ready for him.
Okay. He's going to be ready.
Just one last one for you, Ciryl. Obviously, a win on Saturday, you're heavyweight champion, which is amazing, but you would also be making history by being the first man to beat Jon Jones. What would that mean to you to make history in beating Jon Jones?
He's looked like a belt. He's looked like a belt. He's a GOAT. Everybody knows that. He's not a Christian. And that's why I respect this guy. I respect your career. But tomorrow is going to be two men, two fighters. I'm a good fighter. You know him. Everybody know that.
John's just eyeing him down.
But win against a guy like that, yes, it means a lot for me. And to have a bet also.
It's in Taco Bell.
Question for Valentina. Valentina, yesterday at Media Day, you were talking about people having weak points and they shouldn't forget them. I'm curious, what weak points do you see in Alexa?
Talk to me, Valentina. That's Chubbs' girl right there.
You know, it's not only about weak point, it's also about the fears. And
Here's the problem with Valentina Shevchenko. She should lean into the heel. She's just too nice. She just wants to bake cookies and cakes. But no one cares, Valentina. That's chill, son.
it's kind of like between us two, because I know her fears, she knows her fears. And it's kind of like we'll stay during the whole fight. And the weak point, what I want to show, I'm going to show it during the fight. You will see that.
Alexa,
will see that.
Fears. Are you scared of Valentina?
Oh, they just scored.
I'm super happy for this opportunity. I train it super hard, and it's a big challenge.
Real quick, here is Alexa Grasso over here, attractive young Mexican lady. And by the way, Ottawa scored. There's 2 goals. They're up 2-1. Alexa Grasso, from 1 to 10, 10 being the hottest girl ever, 1 being Schmiegel. What would you say? What would you rate Alexa Grasso as she answers this question, okay? Let me know in the chat.
Challenge for me. I'm super excited for this fight.
Do you believe you have to use your boxing to beat her, or can you beat her in other areas of the game?
Well, you guys know that I love stand-up fights, but this is MMA, and I have to use all my tools to win this one.
John, just one more for you. Ciryl just said there that Francis was very strong and it surprised him. Is he underestimating how strong you are?
Yeah. It's interesting to hear Ciryl say that it was a strength issue. I spend a lot of time in the weight room. I feel like not only am I a very strong athlete right now, but I have a lot of technique. It's more than strength. So it just makes me feel even better that he believes that it was strength that got him to the floor. I'm coming with a lot of strength, a lot of endurance, and most importantly, some pretty strong technique.
Okay.
Question for Bo
Seems
Nickal.
ready?
Obviously,
Nickal.
you said during your time at Penn State, when you were winning national champions and winning all these awards, the UFC was always in the back of your mind. But now that you're here, up here on stage with arguably the greatest fighters of all time, is this everything you expected in your first experience in the UFC?
Okay,
Yeah,
Bo?
it's absolutely everything I expected. To be up here with all these guys is a big honor, and I'm very grateful. And I'm just more than anything excited to perform this Saturday.
This guy looks like if he stands out in the sun, he just fries. He just is very crispy, got very pale skin. I'm a pale human being, but this guy gives me a run for my money, man. Bo's got he's like Casper the Ghost.
And put on an exciting show for the fans.
You also said you predicted a first-round stoppage. Given that what you saw in your debut fight when you had that knockout, and of course you pulled that triangle off, what can fans expect on Saturday?
Like I said, first-round stoppage, that's what you can expect. It's as simple as that.
I actually expect that. Does anyone expect anything different? I think it's very simple. Bo's just going to run over this guy in the first round.
The question for Jamie.
How does it feel to be, the guy that's going to get finished in the first round?
Obviously, a lot of the attention's on Bo Nickal, giving everything he's done. Do you relish this role in the fact that you can't play spoiler to one of the hottest prospects the U.S. has seen? UFC.
Yes, I do. I love that I'm in this spot, and I'm going to spoil the show, I promise.
No, you're not. Do you think he really believes that? Now, I hope he does, but no, he's not. Dude, you're not going to win this fight. I would love to see that happen. That'd be hilarious, but I don't think you are. I mean, does anyone think Bo gets KO'd? I see Bo winning the 2 first round. Man. Yeah, I don't.
And finally, 2 more for Dana White. Obviously, Bo Nickal at Media Day said he believes he can be one of the 2 fighters to headline at Allegiant Stadium. What do you see from Bo Nickal that separates him from past prospects in terms of massive star potential?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the guy's on his 3rd fight. He's fighting a guy with a lot of experience. I think Saturday night's going to tell a lot. We'll see you on Saturday.
Last one for me. A lot has been made for pound between Alex and Islam, and I think there's a generation of fans that maybe haven't seen Jon Jones fight. If Jon Jones does emerge victorious on Saturday, does he take that top spot in your mind as the rightful #1 pound-for-pound fighter?
That's up to you guys. You guys vote on that, not me.
See, I noticed that Dana's been taking that approach lately. Like, anytime anyone talks about rankings or pound for pound, he just pushes the blame to the media, which is very smart because they have a bunch of nobodies in the media voting on those pound for pound lists. Like, on the UFC website, that's not Dana White and the boys. That's literally the media saying, hey, this guy's better than that guy. That guy's higher than this guy. That whole thing over there. So it's smart by the boss to say, well, that's on you guys. That's not. Did the Rangers just score again? It looked like it went off someone's skate. I'll let you guys know. Yes, 2-2.
Go ahead. Who's got the next question? Go ahead, buddy.
Question for Jon. Jon, why do you think Ciryl is the most incomplete fighter in the top 5 at heavyweight?
Oh, here we go.
You know, I respect Ciryl Gane. I really do. And I say this humbly, but, you know, I study film constantly, and I just see a lot of patterns. You know, when he's in one stance, there's things he really loves to do.
I saw Jesse on Fire put a video out there kind of accusing Jon. Wait, was it Jesse on Fire? Wait, no, wait, not Jesse on Fire. Who was it? There was a video. It popped up. Was it Chael Sonnen? Or maybe it was Chael. I don't know. They're similar sometimes. Was it Chael Sonnen that said that Jon Jones is banging Holly Holmes like this is happening right now? Like, Valentina Shevchenko should go out there as the heel and talk about how Jon Jones is running around in the hotel smashing Holly Holm or something like this. Did anyone hear about this? If so, let me know in the chat. And I'm curious, is he running around with Holly Holm? Is it official now? I think they're both single.
Goes to the same well a lot. When he's in the opposite stand, he has his tendencies. And outside of that, you know, I realized that he doesn't really have much wrestling. He relies on evasion, trying to get away. He relies on jiu-jitsu instead of solid takedown defense. And same with the ground game. You know, I watched Francis Ngannou be able to rack up, I think, maybe 5-6 minutes of top time in that fight. And Francis is not a guy that's known to control people on the top.
I think it was Chael. Yeah, I think it was Chael.
So,
but it was fun. Savage's funny. Savage's comment's pretty funny.
He does have the striking down. I don't think defensively he's a very strong kickboxer. He has a really nice offense. Like I said, his defense is mainly in his footwork. And the 2 other big holes are jiu-jitsu and wrestling.
It's kind of weird. Like, Jon's basically giving Ciryl information. I know you can't fix those things in 2 days, but still, you could make some last-second tweaks. And I feel like between Embedded and him answering questions to the media, I'm feeling like I'm sure there's more tricks. By the way, the Rangers just took the lead. Let's fucking go. I feel like he's giving too much information. Anyone else getting that vibe? Like, it feels like Bones is giving way too much information here to the Gane camp. And, you know, maybe he should, I guess, yeah, maybe he's just confident and he doesn't care. It's interesting.
A lot of fans are wondering, what song are you going to walk out to on Saturday night?
I'm thinking a little bit of Champ is here.
I'm in love with the Coco.
I'm a traditional guy. Yeah, the Champ is here. That's how I feel. Yes, sir.
I like that song.
Last question for Ciryl.
That's
Ciryl,
a good one.
A lot of people.
He should walk out to that. The Champ is here. Champ is here. Just confidence? You think it's confidence?
People are wondering online about your hand injury. How is your hand going into this fight?
Oh, here we go. You ready? So Ciryl Gane's about to talk about the infamous hand injury. Here we go, boys. It's about to happen. You need a mic.
She's healthy, really healthy. I got no problem, any sensation just after the injury. Since the injury to today, nothing.
Okay, hold on a second. He's saying nothing, no problems with the injury, blah, blah, blah. Let's investigate because I am noticing something. Oh, what did I just do? I can't get any bigger. Let's see. Oh, fuck! My whole production is falling apart. All right, can you see it? I still see a bump over here. I see. Let's see if I can get this here. Why is it doing it? What is that? OBS freaking out on me. Okay. Now, do you guys see it? Like, I see there's a clear bump over here. I don't know what is that. He says everything is fine. It looks swollen, right? Yes or no in the chat. His hand looks very, very swollen. Now, of course, he's not going to say, I'm hurt. You know, you'll find out after the fight, of course. That's what fighters like to do, to ruin people's bets. But, I mean, we'll see if we can get a frontal view of it, and I'll pause it.
Nothing. Everything is perfect.
I don't believe him. I do not believe him. I don't believe him.
Questions for Mr. Gamrot. I don't want to butcher your first name, so I'll call you Mr. Gamrot. Matthew. You fought in Las Vegas many times.
It's Matthew?
UFC Apex.
I didn't know that.
COVID's over. Obviously, the fans are back. How does it compare fighting in front of the fans versus at the Apex? And how?
Gamrot looks like the fucking Trailer Park Boy guy. Every time he puts those glasses on, he looks like the dude, like the retarded guy from the Trailer Park Boys, right? Doesn't he look like what the? This guy is blind.
Are you looking forward to it?
I am really excited. I fought 4 times in Las Vegas. This is my city. I love Las Vegas. I love fans. From here is, I believe in emotion.
Bubbles. That's the guy's name. He does. He looks just like fucking Bubbles. He's more badass than Bubbles, but he does.
I am super ready this fight. I coming to finish this guy.
I can't believe this guy took this fight. You know, pops in on short notice. Let's see what the Tarantula has to say about this.
Your last opponent, Beneil Dariush, he's fighting Charles Oliveira. 2-part question. Who do you think wins that fight? And does the winner deserve a title shot?
Beneil Dariush deserve like 200% to title shot for sure. He has nice win streak. He's monster. He give me big lesson in the my last fight. And my prediction is he will finish Charles Oliveira before 2 time.
And if you win this fight on Saturday, if UFC asks you to be an alternate for that fight, would you cut weight, go through a camp, and be on deck for that?
We'll see. I don't think about that. Now my 100 focus is this fight. In 100 focus is Jalin Turner. He's tough opponent, good striker, but I am ready.
Okay, he says he's ready. This is a big risk that he's taking over here, but he can make a statement by smashing Jalin Turner.
Jalin, it's really hard to work your way up in the lightweight division. It's the deepest division in the UFC. They've got you ranked at number 10 currently. When did it sink in that you're potentially 2 or 3 fights from fighting for a title?
It just recently sank in. I beat this guy and then I'm knocking on the door.
What did he say? I beat this guy. I'm not gonna what? Hold on.
And I beat this guy and then I'm knocking on the door.
What? I beat this guy. I'm not gonna look dark. What?
Just recently sank in. I beat this guy and then I'm knocking on the door.
I'm knocking on the door? Is that what he's saying? Maybe I'm knocking on the door, I guess. I'm like, what is this guy saying? I like Jalin Turner.
And the same question for you. A lot of the
I don't understand what he's saying.
guys in the top 5, if you win, it puts you at 7 potentially. A lot of the guys in the top 5 are tied up. Would you be willing to go through a camp and be on deck for a big fight like that?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm always willing for that.
He looks very uncomfortable on the stage. This big platform here. He looks very nervous.
All right, that's all I got.
Thank you. Go ahead. Or whoever. Yeah.
Question
Go ahead.
for
Whoever
Ciryl.
next.
For Jon Jones.
Whoa.
Jon, you've dealt with so many different styles, so many different...
This dude's reading off his phone. Dude, I mean, how hard is it to remember 1 or 2 questions? Is it that hard? You got to read off your phone? Like, what the fuck? I would just, if I was Dana, I'd be like, get this guy out of here.
For fight.
This guy media? How the fuck? Who is it? Where's these? What? There's no one in the seats, by the way. I know you can't see the seats because he's here. But if you were watching the stream, there's no one in the seats. Why is there no one at this?
What do you see in Ciryl that in his attributes make him a definite challenge?
I would say that his footwork is rare for a heavyweight. It's not something that he sustains usually for an entire fight. Round 1, round 2, maybe even round 3, depending on how things are going, he moves around a lot more than the average heavyweight. But I've seen through footage that usually by the championship rounds, a lot of that bounce is gone. And then another thing that makes him really different is a lot of heavyweights, they depend on proper defense to block punches and block kicks, where we've noticed Ciryl Gane, he just likes to back out really quick. But that's his gift, his ability to move his feet. Outside of that, I feel like everything about his skill set are things that I've seen before.
Ciryl, recognizing Jon as the GOAT, do you feel like what you did in your camp?
All right, we're going to get to the next question over here to Ciryl Gane in a second. We got a Chubbs donation coming in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It is so weird to hear a grown man with a deep voice screaming "I love you" at Jon Jones. These guys have daddy issues.
It is weird, but I will say this. There have been events where I would get so drunk and I would yell "I love you" to a certain person just to make them feel weird. I did it to Jay Glazer one time. I'm not even a fan of Jay Glazer, the reporter, but I was wrecked and I was on a line waiting to get into one of these UFC events. And he was walking by. I was like, "I fucking love you, Jay Glazer." And he looked at me like, "What is wrong with you?" And that's what I wanted from him. So I think drunk guys, they don't genuinely love the person. I think they're just trying to get that, bro. I think they're trying to get that response. If I'm guessing, that's what I was usually trying to do. So yeah, thank you, Chubbs. All right, here we go. Let's get to Ciryl Gane.
Had to be restructured to fight the GOAT.
Yes, I'm really happy to this opportunity. I realize and I like the feeling. I like the feeling. I like it. Hey, okay. I like the feeling. I know.
I like the feeling. I like the feeling.
We have a lot of fun behind him, and I like that. Coming back from 3 years ago.
Listen, Ciryl Gane is very good, right? We all know he's very good, but I don't think we could handle him as a champion. I mean, he's too goofy. I don't know. He's too happy. He's too nice. He seems like such a cool dude, but I don't need this. I need an asshole as a champion. Let's go, Bones.
That's cool, and I'm really aware about the whole opportunity. I know who is this guy, and I respect this guy another time, and we're going to do a war. No worries for that.
And one for Valentina. Do you feel like there was a
This guy drunk, or what's wrong with this guy? Is he all right, man? Oh, shit! Come on! Ninja choke! Come on, baby! Stop the press! We got a Sanosi donation.
Sanosi. High score kicks at no say. Yeah. Sanosi. High score kicks at no say. Sanosi. Whoa. High score kicks at no say. Sanosi. High score kicks at no say. Dodos. Sanosi. Studio name. Sanosi. Sunglasses. Sanosi. Speech impediment. Well, that's kind of adorable. Sanosi. High score kicks at no say. Sanosi.
It's raining Sanosis.
High score kicks at no say. Yeah. High score kicks at no say.
The man with the song. Ninja choke giving it.
As I gaze into this crystal ball, I can see the weaving of the pattern of the ages. Ciryl will land a flying knee and get the KO late in the fight as Jon enters for one more takedown. This universe and sport are cyclical.
Very interesting. Wow. So he has a crystal ball, Ninja choke, and Ciryl will land a flying knee and get the KO late in the fight as Jon enters for one more takedown. There is a mystical prediction from Ninja Choke. Let me know in the chat if you agree with the mysticism. And my man over here just put himself in the lights. Prime real estate. Top Fugadome. Who's going to beat the choke? No one's going to beat the fucking choke yet. Wow. Thank you, Ninja Choke, for the 25. Okay. My man, thank you so much. Thank you for the donations. We're having a little fun. If you're just jumping in, we got this sped about to ask a question to Ciryl Gane. Who's he asking?
Different energy into.
Who's he asking the question to?
Wow, no worries for that.
And one for Valentina.
Valentina.
Do you feel like there was a different energy into camp coming off of your most challenging in defense?
I got to give the guy credit, though. Like, I'm horsing around with the dude. He's getting up in there and asking the questions. So I got to give that kid credit, okay? And by the way, the Rangers, I thought they just scored again. I got very excited.
I don't think that it's...
I don't know if he's drunk or slow. I have no idea. But let me know in the chat what you think. Could be both.
Something different. It's all the same, you know. Yeah, I'm in this business in martial arts for 30 years. And for the information, we have very sharing with UFC things in common, because 30 years celebrating UFC this year, so 30 years I'm celebrating my anniversary as being martial artist, and it's give me a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of things to see, know about the opponent. And definitely my previous fight was kind of challenging fight, but I passed it, and I show that I'm real champion. I'm here to battle the struggles and everything. And here I know I will face very good opponent. Alexa, she's very strong fighter, but here's the only one champion, and I will show and prove for a long time there is only one champion in this weight class.
Very confident, Valentina. Do you guys notice this? Valentina Shevchenko, every time she answers a question, it's like she's so excited to answer this question. It feels like she's going to gas out halfway through it. It's very long-winded, but it feels like she's running out of breath when she's doing this. Anyone else notice this? Valentina Shevchenko, the GOAT, the Bullet. Kainoto loves her. I don't know what you see in her. I honestly have no idea what you fucking see in this girl. But anyway, I would take Grasso all day. Kainoto.
Is the guy asking the questions a Make-A-Wish kid? Either that or then I had him compete in an untelevised slap fight.
Thank you. She's just happy? Yes, she's very happy. I don't know what it is, but I can't listen to her. She drives me nuts. But I do have to give her credit. She speaks English. So I am very impressed by that. If any fighter speaks English, I'm happy to hear that. So I can't criticize her too much.
Go ahead, brother.
The drunks are really going for it. They love her.
Ciryl, to your right. I believe this is the first time you would have seen Jon Jones in person. A lot's been made about his bulk up to heavyweight. Does he look like a natural heavyweight to you now?
Yeah. I expected a guy like that. He's an athlete, like I say. He is tall, and he worked on it during 3 years. So yes, I expected a big guy, like I say, and he's gonna still fast. He's gonna still well-rounded. I expected, and I did my camp on this kind of guy.
And question for Jon. At Media Day yesterday, you said that this is...
They love Jon Jones. They love Jon Jones. This guy can't even get the question out. By the way, I'm back from his Double G on TV. I collaborated with that guy right when we started our YouTube channel. Nice kid. Real nice kid. I'm glad he's doing well for himself. Double G.
Wonderful.
On TV. Chubbs.
When she gets mad after answering the same question about other fighters, that's the best Valentina.
Yeah, I do like the fact that she does not hold back. I do like that. She will definitely speak her mind. And I'm with you on that. I do like that version of Valentina for sure. Happy Valentina, I can do without. I mean, she's probably a sweetheart of a human being.
Go ahead, sir. We can hear you. Go
Just
ahead.
a lot of man love going on here. Just a lot of, I love you. Yes, this beer tastes so good.
At media day yesterday, you said that this was the first fight week where you truly immerse yourself in martial arts. So you dedicate yourself as a true martial artist. What confidence did that give you going into this fight?
Jones could kill his family and people would make excuses. Jay, you're right. You're not wrong. I've been in the building after Jones was like the hit and run with the pregnant woman and this and that. He's gotten in trouble for all these different things. He was arrested many times. Daniel Cormier was on the stage and people were booing Daniel. Jon Jones off suspension gets on the stage and the crowd's on their feet. It's the truth. When you are very good at something, people look the other way. It's just how it works. Like if Jon Jones sucked, like for instance, let me put it to you this way. Conor McGregor, right? People still love Conor, but is it still the same? Like there are a lot of people that have turned on Conor. Why? Because he loses. If Conor McGregor just kept winning and winning and winning, I mean, you know, it'd be the same shit. But right now, you go online and people are just shitting on Conor now. You know, his shtick is not as cool as Jon because Jon doesn't lose. I mean, people think he lost to Reyes and you could say the Santos thing, but technically he didn't. So people love him. So kill the family, you know, much love.
I couldn't understand your question quite.
Yeah, let's see what the question was.
I said fight week, well, no, not fight week. Media day yesterday, you said that this is the first time you'd fully dedicated yourself as a full-time martial artist. I'm saying, what confidence do you draw from that?
Oh, I draw great confidence from it. You know, I've learned the importance of just showing up. You know, over the last 3 years, there were times where I didn't know who I was going to fight against, and there were days.
People don't like Conor because he punched it all. Jon Jones strangled his fiance, and the kids had to call the police on him. Bro, I'll take him hitting the old guy over strangling a fucking woman or beating his woman like what? They still love Jon. I think you're missing the point. Those CBDX gummies are fire moss. I'm lit right now and just ordered so which gummies did you get? Did you get the Delta 8, the Delta 9? Dude, the Delta 9, if I have a full one, I'm like, forget it. I'm donezo. So I got to take like a quarter of that shit. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me know which ones you had.
Where I did not want to train, and I was blessed to create a martial arts team where the guys held me accountable.
The hell's going on here?
My teammates held me accountable, and so the biggest difference was just showing up, you know, being consistent, and I never really worked like that in the past.
No, I've gotten the migraines before. Actually, I started getting the migraines when I moved to Arizona. It was like a daily thing. It was driving me nuts. Yeah, I didn't get it from that. It's been an Arizona thing. That old guy didn't feel it.
In the past, I would do most of my training, you know, just a few months or a few weeks sometime before events. And this time, I've just really given my whole self to martial arts. You know, last 3 years, it's been almost every single day. And I've enjoyed the grind. I've enjoyed the suffering.
Yeah, I think it's allergies. I do. Today when I went for a walk and I was through the nose, I couldn't even breathe through my nose. So yeah, it probably is the allergies. I would imagine that's it.
I've enjoyed the commitment, and I really feel, you know, in the past I would really depend on a lot of talent, and now I do believe I'm a talented man as well. I'm a blessed man, but I have the work ethic now that gives me a much greater faith.
Okay.
And a question.
He's got the work ethic. Jon Jones got the work ethic now. Very confident. Oozing. I can't wait for this face-off. He is legit oozing confidence.
Jones seems bothered Gane is not kissing his feet.
I don't. So are you getting that vibe? I don't get any of that. Like, I am not pulling any information from these two. The only thing I'm getting is we have a very confident Jon Jones. I think it just seems to me that he's like, all right, let's just get this over with. Let's get back to, you know, getting ready for this fight. And Gane is just there absorbing the moment. I don't feel anything. Like, I'm getting nothing from these two. I'm hoping something we can pull from this, but so far nothing. No information, nothing valuable, no trash talk. It's just meh. Thank you, man, for the donation, Jay.
Throughout the years, you've been pretty vocal in saying that your belief that Jon is arguably the greatest of all time. If Jon wins the heavyweight title, and racks up a few title defenses, is the debate going to be over?
Yeah, I really haven't run into anybody who's really debated it much, but if there is any debate out there, that would definitely be the end of it. I mean,
okay, we'll get to Dana White in a second, but more importantly, my sponsor, Delta 9. So I get the Delta 9. They are super potent and are fun to kick back after work. And with the fight, since I'm not a drinker, the double pack of Delta 9s are fair priced to especially. Yeah, dude. All right, there we go. Duncan, there we go. See, I want to hear good or bad reviews, whatever it is, through the CBDX, because I fucking love it. Like, I legit love this sponsor. It's like one of my faves, and I use it a lot. And Delta 9, just be very careful when you use this stuff, especially if you're not someone that dabbles into marijuana. It is potent. Delta 9 can kick your ass. So just be careful. Do it responsibly. Glad you enjoy it, man. And by the way, promo code MMA-HOLES. It is better than drinking. No hangovers. I'm telling you, I love getting high. CBDX.com, in case you were wondering.
Realistically, when you look at Jon's career, he's undefeated. He should be 27-0 right now. He won that.
Jon loves that. Well, I guess he should. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I don't disagree.
That fight should have been a stoppage, not a DQ. The one.
But yeah, there's a lot of things with Jon Jones. Actually, that fight should have been a stoppage, not a DQ. He shouldn't have popped for steroids because now it's legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of that with Jon. It seems like no matter what, when we look back at Jon's career, there's going to be a lot. It should have been this. It shouldn't have been that. Jon should have stayed at the scene of the crime rather than hit and run the pregnant woman. Jon should have maybe not strangled his wife, but he did. Like, it's a lot of that happens. And I do believe that the inside Jon is a good person, but the man is just, he just got too many demons. And for the rest of his life, he's going to constantly have to deal with this stuff. Hopefully, he finds his way. I don't know. I don't know if this is it, but we'll see.
One drives me crazy. It must definitely drive him crazy. So he's undefeated. And if you look at the people that he went through, to win the title, defend the title, it's very impressive. And it's undeniable that he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, what a promoter Dana White is. Let's go. Let's go, Dana. Sell that guy. Sell it. Sell it, baby. Domestic violence, right?
Thank you.
We, as fans, we just want to see dudes get in a cage and beat the shit out of each other, the best that they could possibly put in front of us. We look past things because we're a forgiving group, and Dana knows how to sell the product. I don't know how Ariel Helwani would sell it better than Dana White.
Greg Ivory with BR Betting. This question is for Jon Jones. You opened up as the betting underdog. You're now the favorite at -170. Do you think it was disrespectful that you opened up as the underdog?
No, I don't think it was disrespectful. Ciryl Gane's been really active. He's been really busy in the UFC. I understand that there's a lot of fans that have never seen me compete before, and it is what it is. I would imagine a lot of people were putting in some pretty big money when I was the underdog, and the odds makers had to change that up real quick.
So I got a follow-up question. I got you on my parlay. Are you a lock to win this Saturday?
Uh-oh.
What was that? What was that? All
right, so what do you think he's going to say? No, I'm going to lose. I kind of hate... I made this mistake in the beginning, and I stopped doing it when I started befriending some of these fighters. To say, yo, I got money on you. How you feeling? I stopped. I tell them after the fights now. I'll tell them after the fight, hey, man, I won. That's what I say. Or hey, man, I bet against you. Sorry. And you fucked me over. But I joke around with them, and I'm like, nah, I'm only kidding. I never before a fight, because I realize before a fight, there's so much going on here. Before a fight, it's weird to ask this question. Maybe this guy doesn't like Jon Jones. That's why I asked him. Who knows?
What?
A lock.
A lock?
Are you?
I'm not a big guy into gambling, but I would say betting on me isn't the worst idea.
I like that.
See, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. And he's politically correct here because you're not supposed to gamble. You're a UFC fighter, and you're not allowed to do that anymore.
All right.
Go ahead, sir.
Question over here for Geoff Neal.
Here's the guy I was talking about. This guy's wild, man. Dude's really strange, but he's a cool dude.
Geoff, you've taken on plenty of veterans,
He's got like weird long arms.
but now you're up against a hype guy in Shavkat. How big of a victory would this be for your career if you get the finish?
It'll be pretty big.
This guy's super, ridiculously confident when he's gonna lose. Like, how could you be so confident going into a fight where you're gonna lose?
I thought me beating Luque was going to be a big victory, so we'll see how the fans play whenever I beat him, and hopefully they don't say he's overrated like they did Luque when I beat him last time.
And then question for Shavkat. He says he's not worried about all the hype and the noise around you.
Here we go.
What's your answer to him about what he's going to find on Saturday?
Shavkat, вопрос для тебя. Geoff Neal говорит, что его не беспокоит хайп и весь
All right,
шоу.
so we get the translation for Shavkat Rakhmonov, who looks like Keanu Reeves. Has anyone ever noticed this? Shavkat Rakhmonov is like Keanu Reeves with a Dumb and Dumber haircut. Anyone notice this yet? Like, every time I see him, I'm like, this guy is like Keanu. Right here's the Matrix. This is Neo.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Ah yes, ladies and gentlemen, how about that Dana White? Isn't he such a great promoter? I tell ya, Dana White is such a good promoter. He can sell like Turner concert tickets to a domestic abuse survivor in the ICU. Let's hear it for that guy.
Thank you, Kainoto. Appreciate that. So true, so true.
Вокруг тебя. Что его ожидает в эту субботу?
Okay, Shavkat, give it to us.
Работает. Я готов. Мен жақсы дайындалдым. Көреміз қандай не көрсетеді екен Geoff Neal. Мен бәріне дайынмын. Өзімнен қалай істеймін, солай істеп тезірек жеңемін деп ойлаймын. Уақыт көрсетеді. Аз қалды.
I prepared very well. I'm ready for anything, and time will tell.
And then finally for Jon Jones. Jon, many years at the top of the level, ups and downs outside the cage, but when the cage door closes, you've always gotten the win. What do you think's been the secret to staying at this level no matter what?
Cocaine. If he said that, like, he would instantly be my favorite fighter of all time. If he just got on the mic and says cocaine, like, that would be like the best answer ever.
Really, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I really do believe he has.
Fuck you! Boo! Take a shot. Like I said, if you found religion, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. I don't believe that one bit, and I guarantee the religious people in the chat don't believe it either. He's literally using God. Just say cocaine, baby. So you mean to tell me, John, when you were going out partying before these fights, and you used to brag about that. I beat this guy when I was partying and all coked up before these fights. Like, you used to brag about that. You mean to tell me that God loved you so much that he's like, have the coke. Just do the coke, do the drugs, party, man. You're my boy. I'm your Lord and Savior. You're going to be the GOAT because that's me, baby. That's what I do. Like, come on. That's nonsense. That's straight up nonsense. And if you buy into that shit, you're fucking crazy. Drives me nuts. I don't hate religion. I'm not trying to come across like that. But to use religion in this way, in this phony-ass way, that's the one thing that drives me nuts. Damn, John, just say cocaine. Say cocaine, baby.
His hand in my life.
His hand.
I really do. There's being talented, and then there's being God gifted, and I really give credit to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Oh man. So, Carl, he was saying this before he got arrested the last time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was saying, my Lord and Savior. He was saying prayers. You would see videos of him. Then he strangled his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, he keeps making these fucking mistakes. So instead of just saying, my Lord and Savior, my Lord and Savior, my Lord and Savior, just tell the fucking truth. You know? Just be honest. And you could still believe in God. You could use God to lead you on that right path. I have no problem with that. A lot of people do that. It's fine. I got family that has done that. I have no problem with that. But the way he's using it right now is #1 bullshit.
This is #1 bullshit.
Where we're at. Go ahead.
Question for Jon Jones. These days you live a very low-key life, shooting guns. You got your dogs.
I'm so sick of this gimmick, but I still gotta do it.
Lift weights, but Saturday evening, if you win, you become the heavyweight champion of the world. You have an after party here in Hakkasan. It's Las Vegas, Sin City. So how lit does Jon Jones get getting the victory Saturday evening?
All right, so he's getting away with asking this question in character. All right, not bad, Schmo. Don't hate that.
I'm not getting lit at all. You guys.
There we go. There we go. Hey, good on the Schmo there. He utilized the character to ask the question. Well done. Well played. I have to give him a compliment for that.
Amen.
You guys don't want to see me lit. Yeah, I just leave it at that. Yeah.
Okay, there. All right, lean into it. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Here we go. I like it. See, now we're talking.
And lastly, question for Ciryl Gane. Would it be more gratifying for you beating the consensus greatest of all time or becoming the heavyweight champion of the world?
If this happening, we're going to do a big party tonight, Saturday night.
What did he say? Wait, I didn't hear what he said. What did he fucking say?
Saturday night. If this happening, we're going to do a big party tonight, Saturday night.
Okay. How do we say?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Another one for Shavkat, Rakhmonov. You finished every opponent in your winning streak.
Now, this guy over here, help me with his name again. I know the guy. And now he's kind of taken over the MMA junkie thing. Mike Bone, right? Did he just score again? Oh, shit. I think they just tied it up. So this is the guy that asked Jon Jones in the media scrum about the question Jon didn't want to be asked. So I'm curious. He's asking Shavkat a question. I'm curious if he's going to surgically move around Jon or if he's going to try to ask Jon a question. And if he does ask Jon a question, please, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, ask that question. Does Jon answer it? Very curious here because Jon usually, when a reporter asks something that he does not like, that's it. You're done. You're in timeout. I'm never going to fucking answer your questions again. So I'm very curious if he asks Jon a question. Oh, this is going to be exciting.
Do you feel like you're going to be able to do that to Geoff as well, or is there going to be something maybe gratifying about going the distance and beating him that way?
Ты победил всех своих соперников досрочно до этого. Считаешь ли ты, что удосрочишь Джеффа Нила, либо для тебя тоже будет ценно дойти до решения и победить его так? Маған бірінші орында жеңу керек бұл жекпе-жекті. Мен ойлаймын, қолдан келгенше.
All right, Shavkat gets translated over here. I see I have an alert. What do we got over here? It's from Sonosi.
Wonderful.
It's a really good Ranger game going on right now. Sonosi.
Jon Jones. The power of cocaine and God has always guided me to victory.
There we go. Mix the both. I could deal with it, you know? Have a little fun with it. And I liked how he responded to the last thing, so I'm going to give him a pass now. He's winning me over a little bit, but, you know, let's not just keep on regurgitating the same nonsense.
Ардаймғыдай досрочно жеңуге тырысамын. Былайына маған маңыздысы жеңу керек осы бойды.
Most importantly, I need to win. It doesn't matter how. I will try to finish him if he gives me an opportunity. But most important, my goal is to win this fight, no matter what.
There you go. Simple man, right? Translation simple. I like it. By the way, oh shit, oh fucking A. Wow, Senators just took the lead now. 4-3 Senators. This thing is back and forth. By the way, you saying the game is blacked out? Dofu Sports. Just look it up. Dofu Sports. That's all I got. That's all I'm going to say. And then you do the rest of the work. There's no such thing as a blackout with Dofu Sports. You're welcome.
And Geoff, on the other side of that, we know the health issues you've been through in recent years and stuff. Is this kind of your final forum we're going to see on here? And is this a great platform to kind of show the real you?
Yeah, I'm kind of over talking about the health issues, you know, that happened a long time ago. I feel I'm past that, you know, and I wouldn't say this is my final form. I'm still growing. I'm still learning every day, getting better every fight. And
no, Dofu is the shit. Like for team sports, now that works, but Dofu, there's no clicking X's. You just download an app and bang. Trust me. You'll thank me.
this fight, I'm gonna showcase a different skill set, and I'm gonna show you that I'm growing every fight, and I'm gonna be champ one day.
And just last one for Jon Jones. I know you love to watch studying tape and things like that, but I see you looking over at Ciryl when he's answering. And
Okay, so he's asking Jon Jones a question. Jon Jones, now you don't see it here, but Jon Jones is talking to Dana White. Will Jon answer the question? Remember what I said before, will Jon answer this question? It's going to be like, I don't like you.
Down on the screens. What do you make of him now that you see him in person here?
He looks like a heavyweight, big boy.
He's answering the question. Okay.
Big athlete. I'm excited for the challenge.
Thank you.
All right, quick
Go ahead,
answer.
sir.
But he answered. Okay, he
Thank
answered.
you. Keith Whittier with Ottawa Life Magazine from Canada. This is my first UFC pay-per-view, and you guys are amazing. Question for Jon Jones. Everywhere I turn, I keep...
This guy looks like, you ever see the prequels to Star Wars? Jar Jar Binks had a like a land, like it was underwater, and they had a king. This guy looks like the king. He looks like that character, whoever that character's name is. Any nerds out there know who it is. That guy looks just like him. Or maybe CeeLo Green.
Keep hearing the talk about you being the GOAT, but I don't think you get enough credit for the fact that you're still coachable at this point in your career, exemplified by the fact of working with Henry Cejudo. With everybody going on about...
Naboo, is that the name? Well, Naboo is where the place was, right? Yeah, Naboo is the place. Oh, fuck. They just scored again. 5-3 Senators. What was the guy's name? I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on. My Rangers getting smashed.
How great you are. How do you stay grounded and not let it get to you?
How does Jon Jones stay grounded and not let it get to him? Easy. We all know the answers, right? But what is Jon going to say? Take a guess in the chat before I let him go. How does Jon Jones stay grounded? I'll give you a hint. It's probably up there, right? The Bible, cocaine. The latter should be it, right? Jesus, the Lord. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready to take a shot? Or will he is he going to trick us? Beating up girls? See, I would say that, yes. God, Jesus is king. Bible, pizza rolls. Pizza rolls is a good answer. Coke. Okay, here we go. You got your answers in? Everyone ready? Now, this is live. I'm pausing it as we go along. We're doing a reaction to this, so we're a little behind now, but we're having a little fun with it. Jon Jones is about to say what keeps him grounded. Survey says.
Well, you know, I just know what it takes to be in this position. You know, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of humility. You know, arrogance causes you to not train as hard. It causes you to rely on talent and things like that. I've won every fight that I've ever been in because I have enough humility to get my ass in the gym every single day and to do the extra, to do the mountain biking, to do the swimming, to find some of the greatest coaches in the world. I did put some time in with Henry Cejudo. He is a tremendous coach, tremendous leader, but I really would like to take this opportunity to thank my coaches. I got Brandon Gibson over here. I got Greg Jackson. I got Coach Alex and Coach Aaron and all my great training partners, Coach Tusa, my beautiful fiance.
Wait, what? Wait. Well, he completely threw me off. Wait a second. Wait, what? Did we just get breaking news? Now I'm really thrown off. All of our predictions are out the window. He just threw in here, show us the woman. Show me the woman. His beautiful fiance. Are they back together?
My great training partners, Coach Tusa, my beautiful fiance.
They're back together. Wow. Well, hey, listen, I hope it works out. I hope because they have kids. So I hope everything is smooth and good to go. I had no clue. So the allegations of Chael Sonnen saying he's running around with Holly Holm. See, this is why you can't make allegations like this. You can't be running around saying things that aren't true. The dude's still with his fiance. By the way, the longest engagement of all time, right? Can we agree on that? Like, there has never been a longer engagement. They literally popped out kids in the teens, maybe in the 20s. I don't even know how old his kids are, and they're still engaged. I understand why, but anyway, wow.
I have a beautiful support team around me. I have some great people in my life, and they're really the key to my humility.
You think the fiance's fake? He's just helping him sell the fight.
My groundedness.
Thank you. And one question for Ciryl, if I may. Ciryl, your coach came out and basically said that a lot of people who face Jon Jones lose before they get to the octagon because of the intimidation. You yourself put out on your social media that this was mission impossible. So if that's the case, how do you stay focused?
By the way, they took the goal. If anyone's caring, they took the Ottawa Senators goal away. So it's now 4-3, okay? Just in case anyone's caring.
Focused under the bright lights of T-Mobile Arena and be able to get the job done.
You see, I'm really aware of what is it, the MMA, what is the game, but truly, I think I'm really different. It's really hard to be under my skin. I don't know why. Maybe because I started very late for any reason, but truly, I'm just focused on my performance. I just want to do well in the cage against a big guy like him. It's a big test for me. Maybe and truly the biggest test of my life. So I'm really happy about that, really.
Yeah, it is true. It doesn't seem like much can get through to Ciryl Gane. There's really not much you could say. I was hoping that Jon would fire some zingers. There's not going to be any of that going on here because I guess it's not even worth the energy when you have a guy sitting across you that you could say, you know, I'm banging your mom, and Ciryl Gane be like, funny. You know, like he doesn't care. He doesn't let it get to him. So respect to Ciryl for being, you know, being that strong and not giving crap.
Go ahead, sir.
Samir Hamoudi for RMC Sport in France. Ciryl Gane, more than 99% of the specialists, fans, journalists, fighters give Jon Jones the winner. What do you feel about that?
This makes sense. He's a GOAT. They have a lot of bass fame, and I can understand that. But if I'm here today, if we accepted this fight, is because we believe on me. All of my team, we train hard, and we believe on us, and we're going to prove it this Saturday.
It feels good to be the challenger. I know you like the position.
Yeah, I started very late, and since my debut, I was always the outsider. So you see, I'm okay with this situation. I'm comfortable, and the pressure is not on my shoulder.
No pressure.
The last question for you, Ciryl. Jon said...
Is it Ciryl or Ciryl? Like, I always thought it was Ciryl, but they're making it sound like it's cereal. So do we just call him the breakfast or what?
That he cannot lose against a fighter that might not be here for a long time. And he also said that he studied you a lot. What did you study from him, and what can you exploit?
Oh, the breakfast. The breakfast is getting chanted against. Everyone's going USA right now.
Qu'est-ce que tu peux exploiter de ses faiblesses? Toi aussi, tu l'as étudié. Qu'est-ce que tu peux exploiter de ses faiblesses?
At first, we have a lot of stats. This is his first experience in the heavyweight. He is a light heavyweight, and when he was in the light heavyweight, he did a big cutting. So I think you see. So I got an advantage for this. I got more experience in this division.
Oh, look at Jon's face. He's like, looking like he looks like Will Smith over here with the hat on backwards and a little Fresh Prince of Bel-Air action going on. By the way, did you hit the like button? 260 over here, 113 likes. That doesn't add up. Smash the like button. We're reacting to the press conference. We'll be live for the fights. Beautiful play-by-play happening on Saturday. Fuko Friday tomorrow. So come on, hit the like button. What are we doing?
And trust me, a lot of people underestimate me on my wrestling game. And so yes, we will see this Saturday.
Any response, Jon?
both my brothers are really big boys. I've been wrestling my brother Arthur since I came out of my mom. You know, I've been rolling around with heavyweights my whole life. I've trained with some of the best heavyweights in UFC, Andrei Arlovsky and Frank Mir, Travis Hopper Brown. The list goes on and on. I've always prided myself on working out with heavyweights. Even during my light heavyweight career, I would walk around at 230 pounds. So I'm just stronger than I've ever been. But tussling heavyweights is nothing new to me. Nothing new to me. And I'll show that on Saturday.
Ooh, here we go, baby. That is some serious confidence, and I love it. I love what Jon is bringing when it comes to the confidence. I love it. It's getting me excited. It's giving me chills. I can't wait to see Jon get in there against a heavyweight. That's very exciting to me. You know, we make a lot of jokes about what he's done outside of the fighting thing, but when it comes to just him as an athlete, picograms, no picograms, whatever, I don't even care about any of that anymore. I don't. I really don't. That doesn't even jump into my mind. It doesn't make me give a shit about Jon Jones. Like, I just want to see him compete because I'm a selfish fan. So I am very excited. And let me know in the chat if you're pumped up about the return of Jon Jones this Saturday.
Yesterday, you talked about your look, the fact that you're not lean anymore.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Is it difficult for you to accept that?
He's like, hey, Frenchie, you trying to call me fat? That's the look Jon's giving this Frenchman right now. He's like, you trying to call me fat, Frenchie?
It's different. It's different.
He's definitely self-conscious about it. There's no doubt about it. There's pictures floating around like side by sides of Jon Jones. Let me see if I can pull up one real quick. Like what he used to look like as opposed at light heavyweight to heavyweight. Jon Jones. Jon Jones! Like, here's a picture of him. Like, he's looking thick. Actually, this doesn't look real. Is this one of the Getty pictures? Yeah, I guess so. He doesn't look bad in that picture. He looks pretty... He's like he's in decent heavyweight shape. Oh, here we go. Dude, what? I have so many friends that have the exact same physique. Like, legit, like, spot on. It's just amazing. I think one of the reasons why I have a little bit of a soft spot for Jon Jones is because we have the same legs. No matter how big this man gets, he cannot grow his calves. I'm exactly the same way. The exact same way. I feel this man's pain. So, but man, oh man, look at that. That's pretty wild. It's a wild picture.
But you know, this isn't a bodybuilding competition. This is a competition of strength and will. We'll see who's more determined, more dedicated. This is my life. This is my life. This is not just a competition. And yeah, I'll get it done.
Last question. Your last fight was a long time ago against Dominic Reyes.
Yes.
Very good athletes that gave you some problems, maybe a lot of problems. And 3 years is a long time.
Yeah.
You've been a winner for a long
You see his face? You see his face? He's like, listen, Frenchie.
Problems. And 3 years.
That's almost exactly like the Coke meme with Jon Jones. Like, that reaction's great.
Is a long time.
Yeah.
You've been a winner for a long time, and the UFC changed in that time.
One of the best things Jon Jones ever said was when he had the face-off with Dominic Reyes. Like, man, your breath smells like shit. Dude, that was so fucking funny. He's face-to-face with Dominic Reyes. He's like, oh my God, your breath smells like shit. See, that's the Jon I miss. Your breath smells like shit, Jon Jones.
The GOAT is coming back, and I always say you're the Michael Jordan of the sport.
Appreciate
Do you think you're going to face a LeBron James type of athlete and the UFC changed that much?
What was the ending of that question? I'm sorry.
You like Michael Jordan, let's say it. You're the GOAT. But you might face a LeBron James athlete. Do you think you're ready for that? LeBron James.
He doesn't know what this dude's saying. I don't either. What's the question? It's bad when Dana's got to translate it because Dana can't hear shit.
He's LeBron? Cyryl's LeBron James?
Tell me.
Already? He's LeBron James?
I'm asking you.
How did he get to LeBron James status?
I'll play very well. I got a good shoot.
He does have a pretty. Yo, you ever see Ciryl Gane play basketball? The dude is fucking legit, man. Like, he's a solid basketball player.
Go ahead.
You hear Ciryl talking about wanting to win this fight because
Sacre bleu.
To go. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I'm honored. I'm honored that people consider me to be in that class of athlete. It means the world to me. And my job is just to try to stay as humble as I can, continue to work hard, stay focused, and let the people decide, who's Jordan, who's LeBron, and things like this. I'm just gonna keep working hard. I'm gonna keep giving glory to God, and I'm just gonna keep doing my best. That's always worked out for me.
Tell me about that long layoff, Jon.
The long layoff was
great. Do you
great.
think the UFC changed during that time?
Yeah, the organization changed a lot. It's just so much more professional. Our security staff is bigger. The production team is more professional. Our staff members are just so kind, and it's just awesome. It's awesome to come back to. The fans are more amazing than ever. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. I'm still trying to catch up with what's happening. It's really surreal to me, if I'm being honest.
It's really Ciryl Gane to me.
It's awesome. You guys are beautiful, and I love you all. Really, it's awesome.
It is a little bit of a difference in Jon. It is a little bit. You do see a little bit more of a maturity in the man. Now he's 35 years old. He's letting the grays come in on the beard and everything like that. He's kind of embracing where he is in life right now. And I really, truly hope that this is the next chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he still competes at the highest of level. I hope he does well in this fight. I hope that we see more of Jon like this and no more troubles and problems. Like, you can't guarantee that because of the past. But I do. I'm kind of rooting for him in some weird way. Am I wrong for this? Should I not be rooting for this guy? He's back with his fiance. We found that out. So let me know. Are you rooting for Jon Jones? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Hey there, Jon, since you've got the microphone. You talked about how UFC has changed a bit since you've been away. And yesterday you talked about how you've changed. You've got a new perspective.
No, he can stop with all that God bullshit, though. He can stop with that. I mean, enough's enough.
And different motivation. You get a new perspective on how you handle your business now. How have you evolved from a fighter man to now a businessman?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm more.
That's the woman behind that voice. I've always wondered, who is the person that talks like the female Gilbert Gottfried? Always wondered who that was, and now we found out.
Man to now a businessman.
That's her, the female Gilbert Gottfried. There she is. I always wondered, what did you look like? That's what you look like. I mean, he's dead, so might as well take over, right? I am Rabbi, and something walked into a bar.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm more of a businessman than I ever have been before. That just comes with maturity. When I was younger, I would let a lot of people speak for me and speak on my behalf, and now I believe in having just direct contact with my business partners and just doing things on my own. A lot more independent than I used to be, and it just feels really good. Business-wise, I'm doing better than ever. I have some really great friendships and connections, and I'm grateful for every single one of them.
Next question for you, Dana. You've seen a lot of fighters come back from layoffs, and ring rust has gotten to some of them and maybe not to others. Do you believe ring rust is a thing, and do you think, or how much do you think it could affect Jon?
Yeah, I'm a big believer in it. Always have been. But, all those questions will be answered on Saturday night. I mean, if you look at Jones.
Ask that question to Jon, not Dana.
Jones and his career, he's been a freak of nature athletically since day one.
Yeah, Gilbert's dead. You guys didn't know Gilbert Gottfried died? It was a real bummer when he passed.
So we'll see. We'll see if that plays a factor Saturday night or not.
I feel like I've had some of my best performances after comebacks. I took off 2 years and came back, knocked out Daniel Cormier. I took off 2 years and came back and knocked out Alexander Gustafsson. So
it's so funny how you still can't say Alexander Gustafsson. It's Gustafsson, right? Is he mixing letters?
Historically, me having breaks from the sport has never hurt me.
Wait, Norm's dead?
And that's what I'm predicting will happen this time as well. A little time away from work is good.
Appreciate it. Last question for Jamie. Jamie, last question for you. Earlier this week, you said that you didn't know.
Do you like the movie Aladdin?
Who Bo was. This week, now you've had a little bit more time. Do you know who he is now? And in retrospect, would you change saying that a little bit?
Oh, I know who he is now. It wasn't like a disrespect. I don't really follow wrestling. That's why I didn't know him. But they definitely told me who he was, and now I know who he is. And Saturday, I definitely know.
How does it feel to get knocked out in the first round when Bo Nickal ground and pound you or perhaps submit you?
Who he is, and he'll know who I am.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's it. That's a wrap.
I tell you what, the media section is just empty.
Go ahead, sir. Last question right here.
Hey, John. At light heavyweight, Joe Rogan often described you as.
That's gonna be me in a couple of years. This is it. This is it. This is what Jesse gets to look forward to. That's me. That's definitely gonna be me with the purple shirt. I'm just gonna have a mustache.
Too big and too strong, and a man against boys, as well as comically thin calves. Moving up to heavyweight.
Really, dude? Really?
Wait, what did he say? I missed the joke. It was a off the phone joke.
And too strong, and a man against boys, as well as comically thin calves.
Oh, he made a calf joke.
Moving up to heavyweight.
Really, dude? Really?
How do you hope to be described in comparison to the fighters you face?
Like, this guy's making fun of appearances. Like, out of all people that asked the question tonight, like, he's just trying to bait John into saying something. I'd be like, listen. Nah, I'm not going to say it. But he should say it. Like, John wants so bad to just rip into this dude.
You know, as a light heavyweight, you know, a lot of my opponents would say John is just a lot stronger. He was a lot stronger than he looks. And now that I've put so much work into the weight room, now I actually...
Could you imagine if that was like to Conor McGregor? I'd wrap my calves around your stupid ginger face. Like, he would just go nuts and all crazy. This is a mature man over here. See? This is what maturity does to you. John doesn't have time for that.
I believe in my strength more. My plan is to have that same energy as a heavyweight. You know, some guys are just naturally muscular. They've been muscular their whole life.
He can't say naturally? What? Nostrils? What?
Yeah, as a heavyweight, you know, some guys are just naturally muscular.
Naturally? Dude, this guy, he mixes words around just as much as Brendan Schaub does. He say naturally? It's naturally. Did he just say naturally? It was like when he couldn't say picograms, he was saying pictograms. He does exactly what Brendan does. Same thing.
It's to have that same energy as a heavyweight. You know, some guys are just naturally muscular. They've been muscular their whole life. And some guys really have to earn the size and strength that they have. And I feel like I've earned this size and my strength. And I predict that Ciryl will think that I was incredibly strong after the fight. I think he's going to know that when I get on top of him.
Oh, boy.
All right, guys, like John said, you guys have been awesome today. We really appreciate you. We're going to rip this stuff out of here and square these guys off. We'll see you at the weigh-ins on Friday.
Okay, so they're going to square him up. Let me fast forward a little bit here. I'm going to tell you exactly what I see. If there's anything good that comes from, there's going to be a lot of face-offs here, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll talk, the Range got a power play. We'll talk about the press conference. What did you take away from it? This is pretty important here. Fast forward. And here we go. Okay, so we got a face-off of Pickett and Bo Pickle. And Dana White. Dana looking rough, man. Dana White in between the boys. Bo Nickal's pretty tall. How tall is Bo? He must have heels on or something. All right. Good face-off here between the two. Okay. All right, let me see that again for a second here. All right. Okay. Just kind of checking each other out. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. All right. Here's Jalin Turner and Gamrot. Okay. All right. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but let's see what we got. They got to zoom. We got to zoom in a little bit. All right. You guys can't see. Oh, there you go. There's Turner and Gamrot. Gamrot looking up at one of the biggest lightweights. Jalen's got to be the biggest lightweight in the division, right? Was he 6'3"? He's a big... How the hell does he hit 155? I tell you what, I might go out on a limb and pick Jalin like a lunatic. I feel like Gamrot should win this fight, but I want Jalin to win. The thing that's bothering me is Matt Frevola beat Jalin Turner, but I feel like Jalen's a different fighter now. And no disrespect to Matt Frevola. Love the steamroller. The man, new next champ, but I kind of want to pick Jalin. I got to wait for the weigh-ins to make that pick. Uh-oh. Woo! I just got shoved.
You hear that jam?
Thank you, B-Man, for shopping me up. You guys are fucking the best. Shout out to the people dropping donations during our press conference stream. I really appreciate you guys supporting the show. By the way, this is a birthday present. Next week, March 8th, I'll be opening up birthday presents. So if you want to send us something, down below in the description, you can find a link tree, and that has our address. You can send us presents. We open it up live on air. I'm looking very much... I want to open this now, to be honest. What's in the box? That's freaking tremendous. Okay, so we saw Jalin Turner. And we move on. Next. I kind of like pausing the stream because now I could fast forward to this stuff. All right, so this is Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Geoff Neal. Let me move back. Okay. Get up in their grills. Geoff is game. Come on. Geoff's not going to win. Right? I know this is probably the biggest test for Shavkat. Come on, man. We all know how good Shavkat is. This is championship material here. By the way, there is a Ranger game going on right now, and we have like craziness. 4-3. Ottawa's winning. Rangers are in Ottawa's zone, and they are swarming, baby. They're trying to get a goal here. This is the first game that Kane is playing on the team, the superstar from the Blackhawks, and oh boy. All right, I'll keep a peek on that. Okay, let's scroll through. What else we got here? Okay, we got the co-main event. The Bullet. Let's see what the Bullet looks like with... I tell you what, man, it's so crazy. Grasso does not... She just does not look like a fighter, but she is a badass. Okay, that was quick. That was nothing. Grasso wants no part of it. Is there something wrong with Grasso's eyes? They look like they're... When the Lord put her together, it looked like he kind of messed up a little bit. One eye is severe, like lower than the other. Anyone notice that? Still pretty. But one eye does seem like a little lower on the face. Okay, here we go. Jon Bones Jones and Ciryl Gane. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, they must have came out quick. Did they even face off? Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. The belt on Dana White's waist. And all right, here we go. Oh, Jon pushes the belt aside and wants to get Cyryl's. Now, Jon was notorious for always looking down at the chest after the actual official weigh-ins, right? Or ceremonial weigh-ins. But press conference-wise, wow, Cyryl's big, man. Cyryl's got a big fucking head. Dude, looks like Mr. Potato Head. Jon Jones looking all... Look at Cyryl's neck compared to Jon. Jon just checking him out. Oh, this is crazy, man. Dude, this is nuts. This is straight fire. And then you got this guy over here, Dana White, just like, yes! Dude, what? This feels so weird, man. This feels so weird. Cyryl's head is just tremendous. Now, Jon Jones is 6'4". Ciryl Gane is 6'4" as well. But Ciryl packing on a little bit more weight. You could just see it. Is the weight going to be the difference here? Is the lighter physique of Jon Jones going to make him faster? Oh, man, that is a big head, right? That's a pretty freaking big head. Now Jon's looking down. He's looking around. He's doing... All right, so they're standing next to each other. I'll turn this off. No need for that. Wow. It's so wild to see Jon, the smaller guy. It's so weird to look at. Jon's such a big dude, you know? It's really odd to like process that. You know, it hasn't really hit me until now. If I ever see you face to face, what's going on in this chat? How much did Jon weigh? Jon says, what did he say? He was going to come in at like 250 or something like that? 245? I think that's what he was saying. So we didn't get any weigh-ins. That's tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll get that information. We'll have the ceremonial weigh-ins as well. But man, oh man. The face-off's a little... All right, a couple of things. Couple of things to talk about, and then we'll wrap this party up. Jon Jones saying he still has a fiance. What? When did this happen? This is like massive news. I had no idea this was the case. Now, I did know that Jon was back in Albuquerque, so I guess when he found his way back in Albuquerque, they rekindled their relationship. They do have kids together, so that's great news for the family. Hopefully he's walking a straight line and you know, no more shenanigans. But I didn't know that. Jon seemed very confident. Ciryl seemed unfazed by everything that was thrown his way, which I like about Ciryl. Jon started off with a lot of the Jesus God stuff in the beginning, but kind of backed off from it towards the end. And I thought Jon was very good. The Rangers just gave up an empty net goal. So that game's over. When it comes to Shevchenko and Grasso, nothing. I mean, Grasso looks like she's ready to go. Big opportunity for her. I think it's just too big for her. I think Shevchenko easily wins that. Shavkat, I feel, beats Geoff Neal, although Geoff Neal is straight. He's very confident. Does anyone think Geoff's going to beat Shavkat Rakhmonov? I mean, he's looked pretty good lately. He has looked good. I hope it's a good fight. But I don't think that happens. There's really nothing I can get from here. The Turner versus Gamrot, not much back and forth. And that's about it. I mean, there's really nothing else. The face-off was interesting with Jon and Ciryl. I'm still looking at them side by side right now. And there is a noticeable size difference between the two. You know, when you have a guy like Jon Jones, I mean, Ciryl could have shoes on that make him look a little bit bigger, but still his head is, his neck, his hands, like he's just thick. Geoff, that's right, it is. It is Geoff. I say it wrong on purpose now. He came, Shavkat almost got finished before. I did see there's a video floating around of Shavkat's almost loss. I mean, how long ago was that? UFC 285 coming soon? Yes. By the way, the 285 link is in the live chat. If you're gonna buy the pay-per-view, use our link. Just click our link to buy it. That would help us out because we get a little commission off of everyone that buys the pay-per-view link. We get like $10 off of each pay-per-view that comes in. So I do appreciate everyone that does buy that link, by using that link. And you have the packages too, you know, the bundles that you can get through there as well. If you're not, we got you covered on Saturday. Guy has huge calves. He's just huge all over. Like, he's a big dude. Scary dude. Let's see. Man just chopped up my newest crop. Dang, it's fire. I'm into cybersecurity. Jon can take anyone down. So how's he gonna fight? Yeah, I mean, so I was watching Ciryl on the embedded, and don't think that Cyryl's not practicing for this. Like, Ciryl is definitely getting. It's not like he's just hitting pads. This dude is practicing his wrestling. Plus, I've seen him hitting those guillotines. You know, apparently he is decent at, you know, twisting your foot off your leg. Although it didn't work with Francis Ngannou, he was just laughing at him. But he does have that up his sleeve. And Jon Jones does have very tiny legs. I mean, he grab his foot, maybe you could twist that thing off. I don't know. So Ciryl Gane is not the worst on the ground, and he has submissions. But this is clearly his toughest test when it comes to that. Jon will definitely try to get this thing down, especially if he's training with Henry Cejudo. Henry's massive. No, Henry's a very good mind, like he said. And if you're going to try to, you know, wrestle on this guy, he's surrounding himself with the right guys to do it. It's a fascinating matchup. Really is. Like, it's so good. Frank Khabib, Ciryl. Deepwater mauling from Bones. I mean, that's my initial thoughts. But, man, Ciryl stops them takedowns. Like, who has the edge on the feet? Who would you give the edge on the feet? Maybe Jon has more power at heavyweight. That's what people are saying, too. I don't know, man. I mean, I think Ciryl has a clear... I mean, Jon's a smart fighter, but Ciryl is... I mean, he's extremely intelligent. Ninja choke! Coming in with the...
I'm gonna beat everybody. I'm gonna finish 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 everybody.
Let's go, Ninja Choke. Thank you for the $9.
Remember, boys, you heard it here first. Ciryl is going to find that chin and out Jon face down as a plate in the fight. Can't wait for Saturday.
I mean, listen, I know Dominic Reyes hits hard. I just don't know if he hits as hard as a heavyweight. You know, he hits hard, yes, but you saw Dominic Reyes next to Alex Pereira, right? And Alex just dwarfed him. Like, Dominic hit very hard. I think Ciryl hits harder than anyone Jon's faced. And he's got the speed. He's got the accuracy. He's got so many tools on the feet. And he does have a little bit of ground game too. So, I mean, if he's stopping them takedowns, it stays on the feet. I know Jon's got the reach, but it's going to be a rough night for Jones if Cyryl's hitting him with the leg kicks and hitting to the body, having Jon drop the arms, you know, kind of what Jon did to DC. What if it reverses and then Ciryl hits him with a head kick, or I don't know. Who knows? This is a fucking fantastic matchup, and I got to say, like, I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't. I'm picking Jon. I'm picking him in our goat milk. If we see something different tomorrow after the ceremonial weigh-ins, maybe. But I got to be honest with you. I'm like 95% sure that I am not going to bet on this fight. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it. And I feel you guys should do the same. I really do. I don't think there's just too many questions here. It's just a delightful matchup. Let's just enjoy it for what it is. But let me know. Final thoughts in the chat. Who you picking? Are you betting? Are you going against my opinion over here? And what do you say? How's it going to go down? Main event, co-main event? What do you like? Jones was never a true... Yeah, he was big for lightweight. Light heavyweight, you're saying. He was big for light heavyweight. Yeah, Chael Sonnen says it was like fighting a bear. And I say it all the time. He's a big guy. What was he, 6'4"? Just a big dude. But probably won't do nothing. Let's see. Please, JJ, just be nice to people. It goes a long way. Yeah, I hope we see this Jon Jones for a while. I hope everything's clear and he's cleaned up. He's good to go. I really do. I'm rooting for him. Styles make fights. If Jon can't take him down, then it's a fight. But I see takedown followed by elbows. Done deal, says Gozerian. Yeah, I'm like, the visions that I'm getting, like every time I try to think about this fight, like I have it in my head. Like sometimes I'm in bed thinking about this shit. I don't know why. I have issues. But I see Bones in side control. I see Jon in side control. I just see it. I see him perhaps taking the back. But side control, for some reason, is just clear as day. There is going to become a point where Jon will be in side control. I don't know if Jon's going to mount him, because Cyryl's a big dude. I feel like Ciryl could buck him off. But maybe the back, side control, definitely. I see it happening at some point. Ciryl KOs Jones. Shevchenko will swarm Grasso. All right. So a finish. Ciryl Gane getting finished. Very interesting. Yep, like the Vitor fight. Too many enemies have been here, says JJ. We will end on that. Guys, thank you for stopping by. Tomorrow we're doing Food Court Friday. And Saturday, we will be live for UFC 285. Check out the sponsors in the description down below. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for the discounts. Sheath Underwear, Headrush, CBDX.com. mybookie.ag, MMA-HOLES. Get the discounts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow for Food Court Friday. Hit the subscribe, the notification bell. Bash that like up. Ridiculous how it's 164, 220 watching. I don't understand. I'm not good at math, but that doesn't make any sense. Hit the like button. And if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comment section who's going to win the fights. If I missed your comment in the chat, let me know in the comment section who's going to win the fights. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.